and welcome to the first game of the weekend between Futscarbs and Futsal Factory in the Men's Supa-Liga A Division. Futsal Factory sitting at the foot of the table, but they picked up their first win against ECU Jets last week, and they did it in style, winning 5-0. Their man of the match from last week, Sandy Mackay, however, is absent from the squad today. He was instrumental scoring a hat-trick. And for Futscarbs, they ended up going down to the Condors 2-0 last week, but has some promising results in the last month, including a good 3-1 victory over the Perth Pumas. And they're on the attack immediately. Resende with the toe poke over the bar. And Jason Madeira plays it out short to John van der Heijden. And he looks for the long ball to Nick, who flicks it onto the back post. But it's Ferreira who puts it out, and Factory have a corner now. And van der Heijden shoots at the near post, but it's blocked by Neto. Livings back to van der Heijden. Can't find a way through, and now Ferreira with the fresh pink Lunagardos gets his shot off, but it's saved by Madeira. Madeira looking long. Pass to Neto by Ferreira, and now picked up by van der Heijden. John van der Heijden looks for Livings over the top, and Oyema clears. Resende to Neto. And back to Resende. Ferreira now. Neto. Back to Ferreira. And the Futscarbs looking a bit undermanned today. They're missing Wagner Araujo and also Brian Quieras. But despite them having the one sub at the moment, they've got a couple of players listed on the team sheet who haven't arrived yet. So possibly a couple late arrivals for them in the second half. Oyema across the court to Resende. Inside to Oyema. Van der Heijden wins it back. Forwards to Resende. And now Oyema. Ferreira. Across court ball to Resende, who plays Neto. Now Oyema. Ferreira. Down the line to Oyema, who lays it off to Ferreira. And deflecting off, I believe it was Connor Lawson and into Neto. So it's behind for a keeper's ball. And now the Factory on the attack quickly. Resende. Neto. And a bit of a loose ball. Ferreira can't keep it in. The Factory have their second corner of the match. And shot by Livings, claimed by Bissan. And Bissan to Neto. To the right flank with Resende. And back across. Ferreira. Oyema, and put into touch by Connor Lawson. Resende in the middle to Neto. And Neto gets it back again out wide. And finds Oyema in the middle, who goes for the shot, blocked by van der Heijden. And now with the layoff, John van der Heijden on the attack. But can't pull his shot back. And Bissan will restart. Resende. Lob forward. Ferreira. Resende's making the run to the back post. It's done well there, Lawson. Oyema, no handball called. And a bit of confusion between the players and the referees, but nevertheless, Futsal Factory sideline kick. And van der Heijden out wide to Nick van der Heijden. And John bursting down the left flank. Turns back. Passes to Nick. And the ball going the way of Futscarbs there. Bisan down the line to Oyema, who turns inside. Picked off him by Neto. Back heels to Resende. And out wide to Neto. Ferreira, one-on-one now with Livings. Across the court to Neto and to Oyema, who shoots on the turn but blocked by Van der Heijden. And now Futscarbs FC will have a corner. Oyema lays it off to Neto. Fired behind again for a corner. This time, Neto with the toe poke. Blocked by Lawson. And into the middle, Ferreira. Resende. To the left flank and to the back post. But it's one back by Van der Heijden. Played through Connor Lawson, but Halil Neto getting back quickly. Ferreira manages to keep it in. And back to Neto. Neto into the middle. Resende now. Ferreira out wide to Oyema. He looks for the one-on-one. And looks to go on the outside of Van der Heijden and wins himself at the corner. As we see Kyle standing common for Factory. It's a poor effort to the back post by Neto. Madeira to Standing. Standing triumphant over his former club last week. And he's thrown a goal immediately. Basan, I thought, got the touch there, but Standing must have missed the target. Restarts through Ferreira, and now Resende tries to play through Ferreira. Standing does well. Van der Heijden looks to go on the left foot. Slips over Ferreira, and now they've got a 2-on-1 if they can work it. Neto, and what a finish from Halil Neto to open the scoring for Futscarbs. In style with the toe poke. Catching Factory out on a quick counter-attack. Ferreira slipping the ball through 2-on-1. And we didn't catch it back on the replay, but a good goal nonetheless. And Ferreira with space now to double the lead. And he's done it. Off the post and in. A good finish from Leo Ferreira. As we see Daniel Barros make his way onto the court now. Halil Neto, one of the goal scorers, having a break. Van der Heijden out wide to Standing. A one back by Resende and another 2-on-1 back post. Oyema lunged for the ball, but couldn't get any clean connection on it. Madeira, Van der Heijden, down the line to Standing. Standing, a step over, still going Standing. And it was a good run there from Kyle Standing, who looked to play the reverse ball to Van der Heijden, but too far out ahead of the number 10. Oyema to Ferreira rather. Now it's Resende. Oyema. Daniel Barros, who is also a handy keeper, and that's a great back heel. That one coming off the crossbar. Looks like it was tipped onto it by Madeira. The Futscarbs are looking alive here. They're gaining the momentum. And that one going in again. I think it was an own goal by John Van der Heijden. Unlucky for Factory, who, after having a promising start to the match, conceded 3 goals in as many minutes. Now they find themselves in hot water, standing. Van der Heijden. Standing again. Out wide. And Lawson in the middle, but put behind by Oyema. The ball in the middle to Nick van der Heijden. Turns on the left, saved by Bissan. Lawson, van der Heijden. Now with Lawson. And standing, slipping over. As Lawson comes to the bench, Living's back on now. Resende, Ferreira, back to Resende. First time ball out wide to Ferreira. Resende looks for the 1-2. This will be a great goal if they can work it, but Van der Heijden with the sliding block. Now they've got another corner, Futscarbs. A chance to work Madeira in goal once again. Resende, a couple of step-overs. Back out to Barros, down the line to Ferreira, who beats Living, squares it. And Van der Heijden blocks. Living's now. Nick van der Heijden looks to get through too. Somehow still comes away with it. Living's back out to Standing. Blocked in the middle. Daniel Barros now. Oyema slows the play down for Futscarbs as Resende brings it upfield. Resende out wide to Oyema, in the middle to Ferreira. And resets with Resende. Daniel Barros, a reverse ball to Ferreira. Ferreira over the top. Barros not tall enough. And Van der Heijden. To Nick van der Heijden. A good ball down the flank. And Standing first time to the back post. A bit of miscommunication. John van der Heijden needed to continue his run. Ferreira, Resende in the middle to Ferreira. However, Factory have won it back. Van der Heijden. Standing. Scoop down the line. Resende wins it back. Now a chance on the counter for Futscarbs. Cuts inside nicely, Resende. Was there a handball in there? No, referee says it was perfectly legal. No one appealed, so it must have been. And now Resende into the corner and back across the face of goal by Ferreira. And just under 7 minutes left in the half. Futscarbs with a side ball. Neto fires into Van der Heijden. Barros, saved by Madeira. Van der Heijden. And down the line to Nick van der Heijden. A good first time fake shot. The return ball. And the two brothers linking up well. John van der Heijden just unable to apply the finishing touch. Barros to Ferreira. And Ferreira back to Barros. And now Halil Neto. Ferreira is a very dangerous player one-on-one. Finds Neto. Oyema, a loose pass. Van der Heijden given away. Neto into the corner. Barros squares it. Blocked by Livings. And Futscarbs have had numerous corners this half. Here's another one. Neto blocked by Livings once again. Saved by Madeira. Falls out to halfway with Ferreira. Neto, a loose ball. Van der Harden gets around Ferreira, but fires over the bar. They've had some promising chances this first half, Futsal Factory. They just haven't been able to find the target on enough occasions to beat Bissan, but you feel if Futscarbs keep giving it away easily, like they almost just did there, Factory might be able to find a way back into this match. Barras. Oyima's got a chance here. Barras is at the back post. Oyima cuts inside. It's a good finish from Oyima, who was left with too much time and space in and around the D. And it's out to 4-0 now as Van der Heiden has a sub. And it's Connor Lawson who comes on. So as promising as Factory were last week, it doesn't look like they were able to back up their heroics in their first win, unless they're able to find a way back tonight. But it's looking all the more unlikely as the deficit grows. Lawson on the turn. Neto Toyima up top of the pivot position. Standing goes over. A foul for Factory. Standing. Livings back to Standing. Oyima wins it back. And a good turn inside the box by Lawson, who dragged his shot wide. Took a deflection on the way through, and they've got a corner. Livings looks in the middle, Standing. Intercepted by Barras. Neto, Oyima now. Looks for Ferreira long, but Madeira claims it. Quick throw out to Livings. Inside to Van der Heiden. He's got a couple to beat. Futscarbs are back in numbers. Ferreira slows it down. Neto, a loose ball. Standing. Out wide to Van der Heiden. In the middle to Standing. Factory are playing with a very high line. In the middle, Lawson. Needed to get that one on target there. It was a good chance. He's had a couple of them now, Connor Lawson. Unable to test Bissan. Ferreira finds Resende in space, but loses out to Standing. He's got Livings on the right. Goes himself instead. And is that a foul? It is. A good run there from Standing. It looks like it will be just outside the box. But we saw John Van der Heiden score a free kick last week against the Jets. However, he's off at the moment, so it won't be the one taking it. It'll be Nick Van der Heiden. He's got one of the more powerful shots in the league. It's a good chance to get something on the board just before halftime for Futsal Factory. Into Bissan and behind. They take it quickly. Resende's found himself with a chance, but it's just missed. He went for the lob over Madeira, catching the Factory off guard, who were appealing for a corner. Standing. That one will trickle out to Madeira. Standing. Through ball, Van der Heiden. Looks to cut in on the right. Still Van der Heiden, Livings. And the Futscarbs will get it back. Bisan, Resende, Ferreira looks to get it back to Resende. Van der Heijden with a chance now. Works the back post, but it's blocked by Neto. Van der Heijden up the line to Nick. Loses out to Barros. It's a 2-on-1 for Futscarbs. Barros with the back heel. Ferreira with the chance. Gets past one and finishes into the corner. A great way to end this first half for Futscarbs. Another goal scored in style. Leonardo Ferreira with his second of the match. Futscarbs now out to a 5-goal lead. Van der Heijden, can he get one back for Factory? The toe poke this time on target, but Bisan caught into action and proves reliable. Ferreira, 1-2, Resende, now Ferreira again. The reverse ball looking for Resende. Van der Heijden in the middle to John Van der Heijden and out wide to Lawson. Lawson looking for the 1-2. Now with 22 seconds left on the half. A Futscarbs ball deep in the corner. Resende across to Neto. They can just milk the rest of the time if they want to. No pressure from Futsal Factory. Neto looking for the 1-on-1. Ferreira. Resende into the corner. Do they have time for one last goal? The referee's whistle goes and the score stands at 5-0. Leo Ferreira scoring a couple of goals himself. Kaio Oyima, Halil Neto, and John Van der Heijden own goal, rounding off the scoring. Just having a look through some of the halftime statistics. Futscarbs with 17 shots, 15 on target. Futsal Factory with 13 shots, 6 on target. So Futscarbs clinical in front of goal, hitting all shots bar 2 of them on the frame. Factory creating plenty of chances, but not testing Bisan anywhere near enough. And we'll have a momentary break and be back in a second. Don't go anywhere. And as we look to get underway with the second half, just a preview on the next fixture, it's the Northern Hawks in first place, taking on the Scarborough Sharks, who, despite their lowly position in 7th, have been in great form recently, picking up a 6-1 victory over Phoenix. So it's sure to be the game of the night. And so Yima's on the quick break, beats one. Madura saves, but ball's still alive now. Van der Heijden picks it up. Van der Heiden cuts inside and shoots, but it's behind for a corner. Nick Van der Heiden with the shot. Is it a handball? Referee says no. Madeira fields for Futsal Factory, puts it into touch. Daniel Barros, Turazende, out wide to Neto. Neto to Oyema. Back to Neto. Resende, one-on-one now with Livings. Step over and takes it out the other side with the toe poke, but blocked and saved by Madeira. Standing. Can't beat Neto. Ball spills loose to Van der Heiden. Inside to Standing. Oyema wins it back. Standing still going. Falls to Barros. Neto plays it to Resende. Oyema. Neto on the overlap. And back to Resende at the halfway line. Gives it to Barros on the flank. To Resende again. And Oyema now looks to turn and go and fires, but that one picked out of the top corner by Madeira. It's a good save. And Futscarbs with a corner. Looking for the back post. Pushed away by Livings. Resende. Oyema looks to turn. Back out to Resende. Neto. To Resende. Looks for the layoff. Lawson. Resende wins it high up the court. Neto. And should have done better there, Halil Neto. He knows it. His head's in his hands. Madeira. Standing. Livings wants it at the back post. Lawson looking for the Livings. Resende. Neto. Resende. Neto. One back by Van der Heiden. It's a 2-on-1 for Factory. Still Van der Heiden, but a great save by Bissan with the right hand. And looks in the middle, does Van der Heiden. Oyema. Through one goal now, Oyema. It's a big chance. Great save by Madeira, who was left stranded, but did very well. Oyema. To Neto. Resende. Back to Neto. Futscarbs holding possession well. Factory sitting at the halfway line. Neto back to Resende. Loses out. Standing. Pulls his effort horribly wide. The chances are coming for Futsal Factory. The question remains as to whether they can take him. Still a long way back at 5-0, but here's another one. Oh, Van der Heiden knows he should have done better there. And a bit of a wake-up call now for Futscarbs, who have gotten away with 3 errors in the last minute or so. And that ball over the top is better from them. Resende, he's always dangerous one-on-one. Gets it to the back post. Barros shimmies inside. Standing. Loose pass. Neto, first time ball out to Oyema. Neto makes the run. Oyema gives it to him. At the back post is Resende. Neto goes for the shot himself, but the Futscarbs can't hit the target this time, and with the amount of chances created in the first 5 minutes, it's surprising that neither side is yet to break the second half deadlock. As Livings sprays it out to Standing. Loose ball in the middle. looking for Van der Heiden, but it was picked up in the end by Bissan. Ferreira in the middle, Rosende. Neto looking over the top, finds Ferreira. Lawson, they want a handball. It's not been given. Standing in the middle, Lawson looks to square it. Loses out. Is Nick Van der Heiden coming back on. Rosende one-on-one with the factory number 10. Gets past him. Rosende is playing well today. Quick feet, looking for the back post. Lawson, a good defensive interception, and clears. Rosende. Lawson wins it back. Neto out to Rosende. Down the line to Ferreira. Oyema with another chance now. Blocked by Standing. Neto looking for the back post. Lawson's gone down with a cramp. Rosende again with space to shoot. Factory get away with one. Van der Heiden. Standing. Out wide to Van der Heiden. Was there a handball there? The referee says no. Bissan, Lawson pressing. Gets it out to Ferreira. Uses Neto, who's free out wide. And now Neto driving forward. Heavy ball into Rosende, who gets the nutmeg. Still Rosende. Great piece of skill from the Futscarbs, number 7. And Rosende looks in the middle, but cleared by Standing. Rosende up the line. Neto in the middle. Oyema. Great save by Madeira. Madeira looks long. Headed clear by Ferreira. Now Rosende. Ferreira being pressed by 2, but does well to keep possession. Neto. Given away. Livings. Starting on the right. Looks for Standing. And that's a foul there by Oyema on Kai, who's Standing. A foul on the right-hand side of the court for Futsal Factory. And you can see Nick Van Heiden wants it on the left, but Standing going for the toe poke. Ball in the middle. Ferreira toe pokes it away. Now Factory have a corner. Nick Van der Heiden. Livings on the left foot. And the long ball by Standing, given away. As Daniel Barris checks back on for Futscarbs. Bissan plays it out to Oyema. He's got his back to go. Gives it to Ferreira. And now Neto. Factory looking to press now. A good ball out, but Barris is in trouble. Standing, beats one. Saved by Bissan. Van der Heiden. And another chance going begging for Factory. That one saved by Bissan and then cleared off the line. One back by Futscarbs. Neto calms it down. Oyema. Daniel Barris now. Ferreira down the line, looking for the 1-2 with Barris. The Standing clears it for a corner. And the ball to the back post. Behind the run of Oyema is Harry Livings coming to the bench. Connor Lawson, the number 99, back on. And Van der Heiden, the long ball for Lawson. Lawson trying to reach it. Bissan Ferreira. Oyema turns. Oyema driving through with the toe poke. The shot was slowed down by the block from Standing. Van der Heiden loses out. Oyema's in on goal again. Beats one and misses the target. It would have been a good goal by Kyle Oyema, but both sides really need to be practicing their shooting, especially this half. The fact that 12 minutes into the half, the score remains level is quite surprising. Obviously, the 5 goals in the first half from Futscarbs should be enough to get the job done, but Factory can hold their heads high on the account that they haven't conceded thus far in the second half. Will that change? Neto firing over. Standing. Brings it forward. Beats Barros. Slips it inside. Ferreira with the interception. And now Barros is on the attack. A good tackle by Lawson. Force out as far as Barros. Ferreira with the 1-2. Oyema beats one. Gets the shot off. Good save by Matura. Cleared by Lawson. And the Factory have numbers forward. Standing. He's got to get it moving on quickly. And that was a great shot by Standing, but an even better save by Bissan. Standing's left-footed effort was destined for the corner. And he has another crack again. This time, much easier for Bissan to deal with. And a 2-on-2 now. Ferreira, 1-on-1 with Livings. Neto looking for the return pass. As Futsal Factory call a timeout. And an entertaining game we've had on our hands so far, end to end. Plenty of chances for both sides, and despite the fact that Futscarbs do leave 5-0, the Factory definitely haven't given up, and they're looking to put something on the scoreboard, you can see. And we are 7 minutes away from the next fixture between Scarborough Sharks and the Northern Hawks. Plenty of big names for either side. Plenty of AFA Nationals representatives from years gone past and from this current 2023 side. Ches Houston, Josh Travell, Devon Rendell, Miguel Oliveira, all on display. And some very valuable points up for grabs. The Scarborough Sharks in desperate need of a win after some poor early season form, but if they keep firing at the rate they have been lately, they'll be a dark horse at slipping into that top 4 come the end of the season. Northern Hawks, after defeating Andinos last week, will want to try and cement that that spot at the top of the table rather. West Coast Cobras, Andinos, and the Northern Hawks all contesting heavily for it. It's Resende now, a 2-on-2 again. Back post ball, saved by Madeira, forced back out to Resende. Through the legs of Lawson, back post. And wow, what a save. I was about to say Neto finishes it. He does on the second attempt, but the initial save for Madeira was immense. And it looks like it did go behind. So the goal will not stand. They'll have a corner instead, the Futscarbs. So still neither side yet to score this second half, and the heroics from Pisana Madeira can be thanked for that. Another save from Madeira, who has been in fine form would have probably been second best on the court last week to Sani Mackay. He made 18 saves in that 5-0 victory. So it was a much more closely contested match than that scoreline may have suggested. He's going to be called into action again. This time, his defender and Lawson gets back. Resende, Neto, and back out to Barros, who's looking to pull the trigger, but he doesn't get the accuracy he would have liked on his shot, and the factory will get it back. Lawson down the line to Standing. Looks to square it in the middle to Lawson. They'll have a corner. The ball flicked over to the back post. Van der Heijden loses out. And now a chance for Ferreira to grab the hat trick. But Madeira once again with a phenomenal save. It didn't look like he knew too much about it, but nevertheless, he's keeping them out. Will Ferreira get another chance? Neto, his ball too heavy. Madeira Standing just about keeps it in. Van der Heijden. Holding it at the back now, Van der Heijden. Now he looks to progress forward. Lawson, loose ball with 4.5 minutes remaining. Will we see a second half goal? The question still remains. Or will Futscarbs' clinical efforts in the first half be the difference? As Bissan goes long to Barros, flicks it on to Ferreira, and now another big chance, squares it, looking for Barros at the back post. Madeira with another save. Barros looking to follow up. Factory get back in numbers, and now the Futscarbs will reset. Neto with the toe poke. Off target. Jason Madeira to Van der Heijden. Is happy to just walk this one up. Now he changes to a jog. Lawson in the middle. Livings. Back out wide to Lawson, who looks to go for the nutmeg on Resende. Another corner for Factory. A Factory side ball now. Lawson. Ferreira. A 2-on-2. Neto. In the middle, Resende out wide, Ferreira. And looks back across the face of goal. But the Factory do very well defensively once again. Resende. Oyema coming back on now for Daniel Barros. And on the ball immediately, Resende. He's had a stellar game today. And so has this man, Ferreira. Scorer of 2 of the 5 for Futscarbs, caused that own goal by playing it into Van der Heijden. Will be a good shot for man of the match. Oyema. Great save by Madeira. Got fingertips on it to push it out of the path of Ferreira. Lawson. No one in support for him, and now he's double teamed. Is spilled out to Livings. And they'll get another corner, the Factory. They had a lot of corners today, haven't made the best use of any of them. Could that change now? A loose touch by Standing. And this time behind for a keeper's ball. Bissan goes long. Ferreira loses his control of the ball, and it will be a sideline kick for Factory. Inside that final 2 minutes now. Lawson, Livings, back to Van der Heijden. And Van der Heijden bursting forward. Lawson losing out. And Ferreira with one man to beat before he gets to Madeira. Another save by Madeira. What an excellent game he's having, Jason Madeira. Despite the 5 goals he's conceded, he'd definitely be a contender for player of the match. You'd think at least player of the match in the second half where he's kept a clean sheet. Lawson. And Neto swipes at it, puts it into touch. Standing with the ball from this side. A loose pass out to Van der Heiden, who's under pressure. Now Ferreira, can he get his hat-trick? Livings gets back. Inside the final minute now. 52 seconds left on the clock. The clock will stop every time the ball goes out, so still plenty of time for action. Resende. Neto. To Bissan. Oyema. Neto. Switches it to Resende. And Resende's got space to shoot. Takes too long. Oyema at the top of the tee. Neto flicks it out to Oyema. Back post, Ferreira. But a great save by Madeira. 17 seconds left. Ferreira lays it off to Resende. Oyema. Neto can't beat Lawson. And as the final seconds tick out, it will be a 5-0 win for Futscarbs FC. 2 goals from two goals from Leo Ferreira, 1 goal from Kaio Oyema, 1 goal from Halil Neto, and an own goal from John van der Heiden. And as the final whistle goes, we will join you in the next match, the all-important one between Scarborough Sharks and the Northern Hawks. Tune in, get yourself some snacks, and don't go anywhere because it's going to be a big one.